I'm Dr. Rita McGuire. I'm the Chief Medical Officer here at Wakana. I want to welcome all of our business partners. I want to welcome all of our guests. I am here at the hospital because I'm an obstetrician gynecologist. Been delivering babies in the field of GYN and OB for over 30 years. I've been in the cannabis industry working with CBD since 2017. In fact, our CEO, Melissa Boston, introduced me to CBD in 2017. I had never heard of CBD. I didn't know what it was until I did my research. And I have been sold ever since, using these products on my patients, on myself, on my family. Why? Well, because I understand the ability of this plant to offer healing to those who are looking for an alternative to their health. And CBD is a abbreviation for cannabidiol. And CBD, yes, it comes from the cannabis plant, but the CBD in our products come from the hemp species. That's the part of the plant that doesn't get you high. So if you're a guest on the line and you've never heard of CBD, but you've heard of cannabis, just know that our products are sourced from the part of the plant that is called hemp. And hemp has very, very trace amounts of THC, or delta 9 tetrahydrocannabinol. That's the part of the plant that gets you high. So our products have very trace amounts of THC. It's sourced from the hemp species. It gives you the health without the high. So there are many, many, many ways that you can consume CBD. You can consume CBD as a tincture under your tongue. You can consume CBD in a edible, like a gummy. You can consume CBD also um, in a spice, in a butter. You can consume CBD by infusing it in anything you're cooking or baking. And so we are going to go over some of our products because our products are very unique. Yes, you absolutely can buy CBD from the health food store or the grocery store or the gas station or a smoke shop. I mean, there are CBD signs everywhere. I'm here in Illinois, in Chicago proper. And what I notice is that CBD that's sold in health food stores many times are products that are hemp seed. They're hemp seed oils or they're hemp seed products. And the way that these companies get you is that when you see the word hemp, you think CBD, right? Because we just talked about the fact that our products are sourced from the hemp species. But what's important to know is that hemp seeds don't contain cannabinoids like CBD. Hemp seeds are very nutritious. They're full of great fatty acids. They're great nutritional products that give you the ability to feel better, but they don't contain CBD. So that full effect that you're looking for when you're looking for a product to address symptoms that we see in arthritis, like pain, or symptoms that we may see in mental illnesses like anxiety or depression, the hemp seed oil will not work. And so you will find folks that will tell you that they've tried CBD and it didn't work. So I challenge you the next time someone says that is ask them, can you see the bottle? And when they can produce a bottle, you will see that 9 times out of 10, the products they were taking was hemp seed oil being marketed as CBD. So let's go over some of our product line. Again, our product line contains edibles, it contains tinctures, topicals, We have a whole hair line, which is so amazing. And we have smokables. So those are our main lines of ways that you can consume CBD. Another thing that you should understand that's very, very unique to Wakana's products are that our products are tested. We use the top lab in Florida, Green Scientific Labs, that does a third-party validation on all of our products before we put our products on the website to ensure that our products are free from mold, mildew, heavy metals, pesticides, and residual solvents. All of those components can be very, very detrimental, especially to someone that's immunocompromised, someone who may have cancer, or someone who may have HIV, or any of the autoimmune conditions where the immune system is not properly functioning. When we have heavy metals, toxins, pesticides, mold, mildew in a CBD product, you potentially could get sick. So our products are tested. We have certificates of analysis on our website so you can see that the products have and free of any harmful chemicals. As well as it's important to know the percentage of THC. See, when CBD from hemp was legalized in 2018 under the Farm Bill, it's mandated that these products contain 0.3 or less percentage of THC. That is a mandate that keeps you from getting high or having any issues if that CBD possibly could be sourced from marijuana. So let's talk about our tinctures. Our tinctures are products that you place underneath your tongue. A tincture, in order to really be effective in your bloodstream, it's important to hold the tincture, the oil, underneath your tongue for 60 seconds before you swallow. Well, you may ask, Dr. Rita, what if I swallow before 60 seconds? Well, it won't be as effective if you swallow before 60 seconds. It really takes 60 seconds for the oil to absorb underneath the tongue so that the sublingual glands can send the product into the bloodstream efficiently and effectively. So we have several different tinctures. We have what we call our power line. Our power line are products that contain the legal limit of THC. Again, the legal limit of THC is 0.3% or less. The power line is a line that should not be taken if you have random drug screens at your job. Why? Because potentially, even that small amount, which is 0.3% or less of THC, potentially, depends on how your body metabolizes CBD, it could potentially show up in your drug screen. So if you have random drug screens at your job, you're going to want to use our Pure products. Those are our products that are in the white labels. They're what we call our broad spectrum products. Those are the products that contain less than 0.0% or less of THC. Those are the products, along with our topicals, that you want to take if you have random drug screens. So we have several different milligrams in our power tinctures. We have our Hempranium MD. That's our most potent tincture that we offer. It is between 650 and 800 milligrams of CBD. And when you use CBD initially, it's really important to start low and slow. Even if you have a chronic long-term condition or challenge that you're trying to address, it's really good to introduce CBD slowly and low. Why? Because you don't want to have a side effect from too much CBD. Too much CBD could cause some nausea, could cause a headache, it could cause excessive fatigue. And we want you to have a great experience, not a bad experience. So starting with 3 drops twice a day on all of our tinctures is what I recommend. I also recommend that to my family, my patients, and our business partners. So our Hempranium MD is our most potent product. That's absolutely a product that you want to offer, you want to suggest to those who have chronic long-term conditions. Example, chronic long-term osteoarthritis, or maybe chronic long-term migraines, or a history of chronic long-term lupus or fibromyalgia. That Hempranium MD is great for when you have a challenge in your life or the lives of your loved ones or your lives of your prospects that is chronic and long-term. Our Hempranium 500 is a step down. It's 500 milligrams, right? That is another power product. But what's very unique about the Hempranium 500 is that we have a proprietary formula where we've added tinctures to the tincture, turmeric, black seed, and peppermint. That offers an additional property of anti-inflammatory properties with these essential oils. It also aids in additional antioxidative properties to the CBD. So when we again talk about the uniqueness of Wakana, our products are unique because our formulators have thought about when we use CBD that most people are using it for chronic conditions or even acute conditions that incorporate inflammation. Inflammation is the culprit of pretty much everything we see today, from anxiety to insomnia to diabetes to heart disease to hypertension to all of the autoimmune diseases, obesity, inflammation. If you can get inflammation under control in your body, then you are doing a good thing for your body. So Hempranium 500 milligrams, again, no different from the Hempranium MD, starting low and slow, 3 drops underneath the tongue, holding it for 60 seconds. That's really, really key. If you have someone that cannot hold it under their tongue for 60 seconds, that's where you're going to get the optimal absorption. Then you're going to want to recommend our water soluble. That's another product where you can just, add it in your water, your tea, your smoothie, whatever you're eating or drinking. I really like offering that power water soluble product. I don't have an example here. I like recommending that to people who have dementia, right? Anyone that has an altered cognitive function disorder, that can't really remember to hold the tongue, the oil underneath their tongue for a minute, you're going to want to use our Power Water Soluble product. We also have a tincture that is a tincture that you can bake and cook with. It's our Culinary Plus. Our Culinary Plus is again unique because it doesn't contain the proprietary formula of the black seed, turmeric, and peppermint, because we understand that there's some people that have a sensitivity to turmeric, or they may not like the taste, obviously, of black seed, peppermint, and turmeric in their cookies or their brownies or whatever they're baking or cooking. So this is an unflavored tincture. You can bake with it, you can cook with it, or you can use it under your tongue as a tincture. When you're baking and cooking with CBD, it's important not to overheat the CBD. Why? If you overheat CBD, it will cause a bitter taste. Not only will it cause a bitter taste, it's going to it will cause the effectiveness of the cannabinoids to be lost. I mean, you're overheating this product and you're going to lose the quality of the medicinal benefits when you overheat. So no higher than 350 degrees when you're baking or cooking with CBD. Again, we have a product specifically for baking and cooking. It's called our Culinary Plus. Again, starting low and slow. No need to put 50 drops in your cookies, right? You start low and slow, 3 drops twice a day when you're using our CBD products. Our pure product, again, it is for those who have random drug screens. It's a tincture. It's 300 milligrams. So it's a little different because it uses a very, very interesting technology to help deliver the tincture, the CBD, into the bloodstream more efficiently. It's called nanotechnology. Now, nanotechnology is used in medicine all the time. We use it in chemotherapy treatments. It allows the molecule to become very small, a nanometer. A nanometer is so small that it allows the CBD molecule to become more available to the cells. Its bioavailability with our pure nanotechnology product is 98.7%. So when we use our pure tincture for those who have random drug screens at their job, no different, still 3 drops twice a day, but just know because it has less than 0.0% of THC, when you're addressing conditions like seizure disorder or conditions that are more sensitive or receptive to having THC in them, this works very well because of the nanotechnology that we use as a delivery system to make it more efficient, okay? So our other tincture that is also a topical product is our Empowered Hair. Our Empowered Hair is a tincture and it is a topical. It is for folks who are addressing hair thinning, hair loss, or what we call alopecia. Now, alopecia can be a result of stress. It can be a result of your diet. What we're seeing in healthcare is that post-COVID people, especially women, I have 2 patients that had COVID and they had hair loss. So it can be a really, really exaggerated stress, like a COVID infection to the body that causes hair loss. It could be the result of receiving chemotherapy for cancer therapy, or it can be a result of having an autoimmune disease that causes hair loss. It can also be due to traction alopecia. The weaves we're wearing, the wigs we're wearing, the braids we're wearing, the traction on the hair causes thinning. So this is a product that if you have random drug screens and you have alopecia, or maybe you don't have alopecia, maybe you want to retain that healthy head of hair that you have. If you have drug screens at your job, you can actually place this tincture, this oil, this CBD oil, topically on the areas that are thin, areas that need that luster back, areas that need that restoration. Like we said, loving your roots is what we want to help men and women to retain and restore. Now, if you don't have random drug screens at your job, then you can use this Empowered Hair underneath your tongue, just like any of our other tinctures, okay? Starting low, starting slow is the same thing that we always preach. We have people that use this product both ways. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, they'll use it topically. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, they'll use it underneath the tongue. So yes, this is a product, as long as you don't have drug screens at your job, that you can use it either or both, topically and orally. So let's move on to our other products, our edibles. Our edibles include our gummies, right? Our gummies are the hottest thing going. People love our gummies. Millennials love our gummies. Gen Zs love our gummies. You got to be over 21, so millennials, we won't say Gen Zs. because some of them are not over 21. But needless to say, gummies are a little different than tinctures. The reason being is that a tincture doesn't have to go through the stomach, the intestinal tract, the liver before it gets to the bloodstream, right? Tinctures don't have to do that. When you put it under your tongue, it's absorbed by those glands we talked about into the bloodstream within 15 to 20 minutes. But gummies, on the other hand, they've got to go through your entire intestinal tract, right? So they're going to take about 30 to 45 minutes to become active in your system. So it's really important to understand the mechanism of action of different products so that when you are using your tincture and you are asleep at night, you're going to want to attach a gummy as well on top of that. So as you're sleeping, the gummies are working. They're working to help reduce inflammation. They're helping you to sleep, and they're also providing your immune system to be reset so that when you wake up, the body not only is restored, refreshed, but your immune system is reset to be able to be the strongest that it can be. So our power gummies, again, come in 25 milligrams, or they come in 10 milligrams. They come in a bottle, or they come in a 4 or 10 pack count, where it is something that you can use. I use my gummies at night. You can use them during the day for all of the same challenges that you want to use CBD to address. You know, there's hundreds and hundreds of issues that CBD can address. So just know that it takes about 30 to 45 minutes to get into the system. Start low and slow. You don't need to jump and eat 3 or 4 gummies. I would not recommend that. We recommend here at Wakana that you start with half a gummy and you increase it until you hit that sweet spot. That sweet spot is the number of gummies that it takes to help you sleep, or the number of gummies that it takes to help you relieve anxiety or pain or inflammation, okay? So that is our power gummy. Again, if you have random drug screens, you're gonna wanna use our pure gummies. Our pure gummies. Those are the broad spectrum gummies, the gummies that contain less than 0.0% of THC, the gummies that will not show up on your urine drug screen. Now, our pure gummies are 60 milligrams of CBD. Again, they're a great, great product to use for those challenges that you're looking to address CBD with. You can use these. I particularly love using the broad spectrum gummies during the day, again, because they contain less than 0.0% of THC. And I love using my power gummies at night, 30 to 45 minutes before I go to sleep. But people have all sorts of regimens that they use. That's why it's so important to use and try all of our products so that you figure out what your sweet spot is. I may need 2 pure gummies during the day to help with anxiety, but you may need 1 pure gummy to help with your anxiety. So it just depends on your body chemistry, on how CBD works in the body. It depends on your diet. It depends on your weight. And it also depends on the severity of the condition that you're addressing, right? So it's not a defined cookie cutter. You know, it's just like any other over-the-counter medication that you may use when you had a headache in the past. You know, I don't use any over-the-counter medications anymore because I use CBD. But let's do an example with Tylenol. You may have a headache and your cousin may need 2 extra strength Tylenol and you may only need 1 extra strength Tylenol for your headache. So it just depends on the body chemistry. It depends on how you metabolize CBD, depends on your weight, it depends on your diet. So theoretically, if you are heavier, you probably will need more CBD versus if you are smaller in weight, you may need less CBD. So finding your sweet spot is really, really important. That's why I recommend you journal. You get a journal, you write down what you're taking, and when you start to feel relief, that's going to be your specific personal dose. Okay, very good. So we're going to move on to our other brand new edible, and that's our vegan butter. Our vegan butter is back. It's 300 milligrams of CBD in this 3 ounce bottle, and it is a great way of introducing CBD while you're eating. You know, we don't want you to eat a lot of bread, but maybe when you have your oatmeal, you're going to want to use our vegan butter. It's non-GMO, it is organic, it's gluten-free. It is the healthiest butter you're ever going to want to get your hands on, and it is vegan. So you want to use our CBD vegan butter, another edible product. So let's move on now to our smokable products. And then we'll go to our topical products. Our smokable products are our CBD joint. Our CBD joint, our CBD cartridges, and our flower are a great way to address acute conditions. You have an acute onset of pain right now, right now, right now. You want to get rid of it real quick, real quick. Well, you can use one of the smokable products, because when you smoke CBD, within 1 to 5 minutes, it's going to take effect in your bloodstream. It gets to the bloodstream very, very quickly because it's bypassing your whole GI tract, right? It's even bypassing the fact that you have to hold a tincture underneath your tongue so it's absorbed through the sublingual glands so it can get into the bloodstream. When you use a smokable product, it's going directly to the bloodstream within 1 to 5 minutes. So it's a great way to address acute conditions. All of our smokables, every single one of them are power products. What does that mean? That means if you have random drug screens, unfortunately, you cannot use our smokable products. They will potentially show up in your urine. And because they could potentially show up in your urine, and we want everyone to keep their job, we recommend that if you have random drug screens at your job, that you use our pure products, our broad spectrum products, or you use our topical products, right? And we'll talk about why you can use a power topical product if you have random drug screens. Now, you don't need a lot of CBD. I can't emphasize this enough. You don't know how many emails and calls I get from people who tried smoking this whole CBD joint, and they didn't have a very good result. They felt really, really bad. No one needs 108 milligrams of CBD all at one time. So you want to use 1 to 3 pulls, either on your cartridge or either on your pre-roll, or maybe you have our flower, our premium flower, and you want to vape our flower, or you want to roll your own CBD joint. 1 to 3 pulls 3 times a day, or as needed for an acute exacerbation of a challenge that you may have in your life, is all you need. Trust me. Why? Because ideally, we really want you to use all the products, right? We want you to wake up in the morning and put 3 drops underneath your tongue, or 3 drops of the power water soluble in your smoothie, right? We want you to also, in the afternoon, if you need, to hit either your CBD joint or your cartridge. And then in the evening, before dinner, another 3 drops of the tincture underneath your tongue, or 3 power water soluble drops in your water during dinner. And then at night, we want you to use 1 or 1/2 gummy initially. So you can see that as you are using all the different products, you have a steady state of CBD in your bloodstream at all times. And that is really important when you're trying to reduce inflammation, when you're trying to get a challenge in your life under control, and then you can back off on the CBD products where you're using it maybe once a day, maybe not twice a day. You're not using a gummy every single night for sleep, because now you have reduced inflammation, you've reduced the receptors in the brain that cause anxiety. You've gotten the body in homeostasis, right? You've gotten your body in balance. You've corrected your diet. You've corrected your sleep. You've increased your water intake. You know, taking CBD solely is not magical. Lifestyle modifications are imperative when you're trying to reduce inflammation, when you're trying to get the body back in balance. So just know that all of those things together, when you marry all of these things together, you see an amazing, amazing result. So let's move on to our topicals, okay? Because they're my favorite products, because I work out every single day. Today I worked out twice. So, you know, I came to the hospital and immediately put this power relief cream where I had to put it on the soles of my feet. On Wednesday, I teach kickboxing at 5 in the morning and 5 in the evening. And for some reason, I'm telling you, I must do some crazy things with my feet, but I had to actually rub this on the soles of my feet. So our power products address inflammation in joints, muscles, be it sciatica, neuropathy, plantar fasciitis, which I may be having. I don't know why. The soles of my right foot is so sore. I'm on my feet constantly all day as well in the hospital on this hard concrete. So I love using this product, and I love using this power product at night. I like to put it on areas that will cause a break or a disruption in my sleep. Who likes waking up in pain? Nobody. So I use this on my right knee, my left shoulder, my lower back, and the sole of my right foot. I use this particular product at night. You can use it during the day, during the afternoon, whenever you need to. It's 200, this one is 400 milligrams. We do have a 200 milligram jar of CBD, along with 8 amazing essential oils that, again, very unique to Wakana. Only the formulators at Wakana understand that when you marry essential oils with CBD, it reduces inflammation, okay? And it smells good. It has a great aroma with all the essential oils that are there. We also have something called Dr. Rita's Rub. Now that's in a liquid form, and you can see I use my product because, I mean, the labels are like really beat up, right? The Dr. Rita's Rub, now this is just me. This is not you, but Dr. Rita's Rub, I apply this before my workout. So I use Dr. Rita's Rub as a pre-workout so that my right knee, left shoulder, and lower back does not hurt during my workout. You can use Dr. Rita's Rub, which is a liquid formulation, 200 milligrams of CBD, along with 19 essential oils married with it, at any time during the day, in the morning, the night, the afternoon, whenever you need to put this on that area, you can do it. But I'm just telling you what my regimen is, right? And then we have another product, which is a 500 milligram CBD product as well. Now, this is a product that works better for me for achy muscles. It has more of a menthol sort of feeling to it. So when I have really achy muscles, tight muscles, maybe I didn't stretch, that's when I use the 500 milligram. So all I can say is that you need to try every single product, find your sweet spot. Figure out if you love Dr. Rita's rub better than the 400 milligram or the 500 milligram, or maybe you marry them together like me. I have patients that will mix them. Yeah, they'll mix, they'll match, and they'll rub, and they'll find what works for them, and that's what they'll use. Again, we all have different body chemistries, we all metabolize differently, we all have different severity of the condition that we're trying to, or the challenge you're trying to treat. So just know that using all of the products so that you find the best one for you, okay? Topical products do not pass the blood-brain barrier. What does that mean? That means that you can use any of our topical products and not have to worry about failing a urine drug screen, because the topical products will not pass the blood-brain barrier, which is absorbed into the bloodstream and the urine. So that is a great thing if you're out there and you have challenges with inflammation and you have urine drug screens. Well, you can use, guess what? Our pure gummies, you can use our pure tincture, and you can use our topical product. Problem solved. Only thing you can't use are those smokables, okay? You can't use our spices. You can't use our butter, because all of those are power products, but we have plenty of products that you can still use if you have urine drug screens. Okay, so let's move on to some other great topical products that you may be interested in. Our skin is the largest organ in our body, right? So our Power Body Mango Cream is a great product for those who have dry, ashy hands like I do, because I wash my hands a lot. Or maybe you're challenged with some issues. Maybe you're challenged with some issues like psoriasis or eczema. Or maybe you just want to maintain your healthy skin. So I love using this Power Body Mango Cream. 300 milligrams of CBD won't pass in the urine drug screen, because during this global pandemic, I'm telling you, I'm washing my hands 24/7, washing my hands 24/7. So our Power Body Mango Cream is for those who have conditions, challenges of the skin, and they want to use the CBD to reduce inflammation. CBD is an antibacterial. We see bacterial and inflammation in acne, inflammation in psoriasis and eczema, okay? Our Oud Body Oil is another topical product. Oh my goodness. How many people have used our Oud Body Oil? I'm telling you, I put it over my entire body. It has an amazing organic blend of almond oil and bergamot. It is an aphrodisiac for you couples out there that want some more pleasure in your life. But the Oud Body Oil is another product that can be used topically and also restore and maintain healthy skin. Wonderful. Some of our newest products out here is our hair care line. Oh my goodness. Look at the beautiful packaging. Love your roots. So we have shampoo, we have conditioner, and we have a leave-in detangler for your hair. You want to marry all of these again with the Hemp Powered Hair product, which can be used topically or underneath the tongue. Why? Because you want to maintain your crown. You want to maintain the luster, the volume, and again, if you're suffering from any areas that are thinning, your edges, areas of alopecia due to traction, or maybe due to COVID, like I have patients who have lost their hair, absolutely, you can use our products to maintain and to restore and to prevent any damage. Our other newest product that we talked about last Wednesday, was our bitters. So our bitter is a 4-day detox. 4-day detox. It is in the same sort of tea bag like our immune defense tea. 4 days, meaning that you're going to drink this 8 ounces uh, each day for 4 days, or you can do 4 ounces twice a day, but it's going to help reduce those toxins in your liver. It's going to help to reduce that bloating in your intestinal tract. It is not an enema. It is not a colon cleanse. It's very gentle. It's not going to give you explosive diarrhea. That's not what a detox is about. Detoxification is removing toxins in very, very important organs, like the liver, like the lung, and like the brain. A buildup in toxins in these vital organs have been a cause for dementia that we're seeing. So you want to make sure that you're detoxing your body regularly. So that's our bitter tea. And then we have new essential oil, our frankincense. If you love essential oils, we have tea tree, black seed, peppermint, eucalyptus, and now our frankincense. Essential oils, again, have been married in many of our products where we use to blend with our CBD to reduce inflammation in the body. Frankincense is a great product that you can use in your diffuser and many other ways as well. So make sure that you look at our essential oils. They're all organic, certified organic oils that you absolutely want to include, especially during this time of a global pandemic. We also have products for your home, a hard surface sanitizer, hand sanitizer, using quaternary ammonium. Quaternary ammonium is one of the approved compounds used to help to address the COVID-19 or the coronavirus. You want to make sure that your fruits and vegetables are addressed. We have a fruit and vegetable spray that you can use not only on fruits and vegetables, but your meats. So we have a whole line of products to help you stay well, to be well, products that help to detoxify, products that can address issues with your hair, alopecia, products that you can use in your kitchen, our garlic fire, our chili lime, our flavor king. We have 3 amazing spices that you can use in your food. We have the butter. I mean, we have something for everyone. But just remember, start low, start slow, find your sweet spot, use our products, find what works for you, the dose that works for you, and that is all for my presentation tonight. So I'm going to take some questions and we're going to call it a night. Yes, that garlic fire and chili lime is fantabulous. I personally love the chili lime crazy, right? On my boiled eggs. One day I thought I was picking up my Flavor King. It was chili lime. I was like, oh, this is going to taste nasty. It was amazing. So chili lime on your omelets, your egg whites, your boiled eggs, amazing. Someone's doing the 2-day, they're doing day 2 of the bitters. Oh my God, I don't know what that means. Oh my God, but yeah, bitter is bitter. And I'm just looking forward, Ernestine, to see what your results are in the next 2 days. Yes, the hair care products are on the website. You want to get them immediately. Your shampoo, your conditioner, your leave-in detangler. Oh my goodness. I'm getting my hair done tomorrow, so I cannot wait for my hairstylist to use them. Hello, doctor. Are there any prescription drug interactions with any of the Wakana tinctures or edibles? So, drug interactions are found in blood thinner called Coumadin. Coumadin or warfarin can potentially interact with CBD and cause what we call the INRs to be prolonged. An INR is a marker that your physician will check if you're on Coumadin or warfarin, right? It's a blood marker. Doesn't mean you cannot take CBD. All it means is that you need to let your doctor know that you're using CBD, and your doctor is just going to have you come in a little bit more frequently to check those INRs. That's what it means. Theophylline. Theophylline is a medicine that we use for asthma. That's another medication that potentially could interact with CBD. Your theophylline levels a little bit more closely. When you are using CBD in your prescription medication, you want to space out that CBD and your medication 2 hours apart. So you don't want to take it together. You want to space out 2 hours apart, and you want to bring your doctor in. You want to let your doctor know about all of the science and research that has been done on CBD. You want to let your doctor know that you're using CBD, right? You don't want to stop taking your medication just because you're using CBD. Always consult with your physician if you're pregnant, nursing, on medication, under a doctor's care. Always, always, because Dr. Rita is not your doctor, right? I'm a doctor over here delivering babies. So you're going to let your physician know that you want to use CBD if you're on medications. 2 hours apart, the two medications of interest is warfarin and theophylline. Those are the two medications the literature has shown that potentially could interact and cause a increase in buildup in those medications that you may be taking. Eyesight. Well, again, this was a question that was asked yesterday, Patricia. I think you asked the same question yesterday. Eyesight, when we talk about cannabis and the eyes, the research on CBD and cannabis itself, even marijuana, has been done on glaucoma. Glaucoma is an eye condition that causes blindness, and it causes blindness by a buildup of pressure in the eye, and it causes a pressure on the optic nerve. CBD reduces inflammation. CBD can reduce the pressure, but the research has shown that when using CBD with glaucoma, and this research came out of Harvard, that the CBD dosing should be no more than 40 milligrams a day. So the way you figure out how many milligrams you're taking a day is real easy. The gummies are either 25 or 60, so you understand if you have glaucoma and you can't take any more than 40 milligrams of CBD a day, you could only take half of the pure gummy because it's already 60 milligrams. Each drop of the tincture that we offer is either 1.67 milligrams a drop in our power and 1 milligram in our pure. So real easy to figure out if you're taking 2 drops of the pure, that's only 2 milligrams. So real easy to do the math on all of our products, okay? So eyesight, specifically glaucoma, is where the research has been done with CBD. Any other eyesight problems, I can't address that. But the literature shows with glaucoma, it improves with CBD 40 milligrams or less a day.
Dr. Rita, there was a couple ones before the eyesight question. How often should you plan on detoxing your body?
You should detox your body at least once a quarter, once every 3 months.
Wow,
So I
great.
would recommend the bitters once a month and then the immune defense tea the next month, because the immune defense tea is going to really help to boost your immune system. And because we're in the flu season and we've got this new strain of the coronavirus, you just want to make sure your immune system is the strongest that it can be in the event your body meets the COVID-19 virus. So I would recommend to interchange the teas, immune bitter, immune bitter. The bitter is very bitter. So if you are someone that likes to eat a lot of fast food, your diet is not where it should be, you may have to detox a little bit more than others.
Another one that was before that, someone asked why we say the pure products contain 0.0% THC instead of just saying that they contain no THC.
Because they don't contain, we can't say that they contain no THC, right? A product that contains absolutely no THC is called an isolate. It's called a CBD isolate. That's all it contains is an isolate. Our pure product contains less than 0.0% less of THC. Because it's not an isolate, and many of the pure products are 0.0000000000029, right? So we can't say it contains no THC. That's a CBD isolate. So that's why we say our pure products contain less than 0.0% or less of THC. Our power products contain 0.3% or less. Will hemp powered hair help people losing hair from COVID? We don't know, Erica. You know, we don't know if hemp powered hair will help people from losing their hair from COVID, but I do have 2 patients who lost their hair from COVID and they're getting good results from the hemp powered hair.
Which is recommended for anxiety and depression with one who may have random drug screening.
Yes, so random drug screening, you're going to use our pure gummies. You're going to use our pure tincture. Those are the 2 products you're going to use. 3 drops twice a day, 1 gummy at night. That's where you're going to start. Then you're going to find your sweet spot, right? In a week, you're going to say, wow, this anxiety is still the same. You're going to increase this to 8 drops twice a day, 1.5 gummy at night. Week later, that anxiety is still the same. You're going to increase this to 15 drops twice a day and 2 gummies at night. Okay. Along with that, again, CBD is not magical. Along with that, you're going to assess, what is your diet like? Are you working out? Are you doing any mindfulness meditation? Are you doing any yoga? Are you doing any deep breathing? Are you staying away from the toxic relationships in your life? You've got to marry everything together, right? You cannot think that swallowing CBD is going to be magical. It is magical, but there are so many other components that come with anxiety and depression. Are you sleeping 7 to 9 hours a night? Are you drinking adequate water? You got to be honest with yourself, guys, right? Wonderful. Can these Can this presentation of the product be found on your YouTube? Yep, it will be after tonight because we just did it.
Right before that, someone asked what product is good for keloids.
Keloids. I don't know of any products that would be good for keloids. Keloids are a result of scarring due to either surgery. I see a lot of keloids in our patients who may have a hysterectomy or C-section, and that scarring builds up in a thick ugly scar. So many times keloids have to be addressed with a surgical procedure. If it's a small keloid and not a big keloid, maybe it's a small keloid from maybe having your ear pierced, and that keloid is relatively new. It's not a keloid that's been there for years. Then that inflammation may possibly be addressed with all of our products, our CBD tinctures, topicals, like the lotion here. But keloids would be a very, very difficult thing to treat without having surgery. Any other questions? Thank you, Kathy. I think we got them all. I'm going all the way up.
There was one that said the pure drops and gummies also help with insomnia.
Yes, they do. hmm So you want to use, if you are having random drug screens at your job and you have insomnia, absolutely. You want to start with our 3 drops twice a day. Where's my pure tincture? 1 gummy at night. Start low and slow. I always tell people to start low and slow. You can always increase, right? 3 drops, 8 drops, or 15 drops twice a day is maximum. And then starting with 1 gummy at night, because this is 60 milligrams. And most people don't need a lot of CBD. Along with that, are you eating well? Are you exercising? Are you doing mindfulness meditation? Are you praying? Whatever you need to do to reduce anxiety and stress will help you sleep better, right? So marrying all that together is again something that you have to address when you're using CBD products. Your diet, exercise, your water, your sleep, toxic relationships. Are you in a toxic relationship, right? So a toxic environment, all those things.
We don't
Wonderful.
have a detox pill for those toxic relationships, do we?
No, we don't have a detox those toxic relationships.
I think you got them all, sister.
But for those toxic relationships, you can offer them CBD and maybe to you, right? Wonderful. Hey, T Mac. Wonderful. Well,
That's
I
right,
want to,
Crystal. No contact is the answer for toxic relationships.
that's
That's
right.
right.
No contact.
That could
Well,
be a quick way to lose a couple 100 pounds.
that's right. Well, thank you all for joining me this evening. It's been a pleasure. Our guests, our business partners. Hopefully, you have a better understanding of our product line. And if you haven't tried the new hair care line, Love Your Roots line, you want to get that immediately. If you haven't tried our new butter, our vegan butter, you want to get that immediately. If you haven't tried our bitter tea for detox, you want to get that immediately. If you haven't had our oud oil, oh my goodness, you want to try that immediately. Our frankincense, our new essential oil, you want to try that immediately. You just want to get these products in your system. And if you're a business partner, you want to use every single product we offer if you can, because it just helps you to better understand when you're explaining these amazing products to your prospects, your family, your friends, your loved ones alike. So have a good night. I am so excited about this weekend, Kathy. This Wakana is Wellness Conference is going to be off the ching chang. Is that what they say?
Yes, it is. Yes.
It's going to be lit. Friday night is going to be lit. Saturday
Yes.
is going to be full of information from physicians, experts in the field. So you're gonna want to purchase your ticket. If you haven't purchased your ticket, you want to purchase your ticket. I don't think you're really doing anything because we're in a global pandemic. You're be at home anyway. You do not want to miss this conference. If you have friends, if you have family members that have health issues, what a better time to tune in when you have the entire Wakana Medical Advisory Board. You have Dr. Elias Jackson, who is our guest speaker. This is a brother out of Houston, PhD, Harvard trained, doing some amazing research on cannabinoids. It's like amazing. I'm so excited. I can't contain myself, Kathy.
I don't blame you. I'm excited too, and I don't know half the stuff they're gonna be talking about, but I'm gonna have my pen and my paper, and I'm gonna be taking notes. I'm gonna be wearing my workout gear, guys. You got to get ready. Put on your cute workout gear. Those of you that are VIPs gonna be able to show it off like you did your African attire. We're gonna be meditating. We're gonna be stretching. We're gonna be working out. We're gonna go to the juice bar. We're gonna. Oh my gosh.
Oh, the juice bar. I'm so excited about
And
that.
then we got Chef Julius. What? It's so much. So good. Such
You
good
know,
stuff.
these tickets absolutely should be like $500.
I mean,
The
we've been to conferences
information,
like this all over the country that definitely are way more expensive than what we're charging.
information you're going to get is just going to be you can't even put a price tag on it. So make sure you get your tickets, make sure you get your products, make sure you get your workout gear on for Friday night, and we will see you this weekend. Thank you, Kathy.
You're welcome.
Thank you, everyone.